haven't started start the video, okay? Okay, so lesson 15, our objective. We are going to divide decimals, which is what we did yesterday, okay? Using place value understanding, this time including remainders in the smallest unit, which means that we're going to have quote unquote remainders, okay? And I don't even really like to call them remainders just because there really isn't, when we're dividing decimals, there's not really such thing as a remainder, okay? You don't need your notebook right now, so I would go ahead and put it away, okay? I'll tell you when we can take it out and take notes, okay? Right now, I just want you paying attention and listening, okay? So, Lily, away. No, it's not, no, let me write this really quick. It's away, okay? Like away. Cool, awesome, okay. I will tell you when we can write stuff, okay? All right, beautiful. So does everybody understand what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing exactly what we did yesterday with one little thing added to it, okay? So we've done a lot of warm-up today, so I'm sure we're fine. Just pushing on. So I'm going to do this one. You'll join me on the next one. So Donnie, I really need you to close your desk for me, okay? And just look it up here, all right? Even if you know how to do this already, please make sure you're watching, okay? Sorry if it's boring. I think it's fun, but, you know, just make sure that your understanding of it is correct, because you might be thinking of it differently, right? So, all right. So I'm going to start with 1 in my ones place, 7 in my tenths place. Okay? And like I said yesterday, okay, we're going to start on the left side when normally we start on the right, okay? So I'm going to start on the left side, and I'm dividing by 2, okay? So can I make a group of 2 with 1? No. So right away, this has got to move over, okay? So when it moves over to the right, okay, how many does it explode into?
10.
10, good. So I got to make 10 little dots in my place value chart, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Now can I make groups of 2? Awesome. I'm going to do that. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, do I have enough to make another group? No. So, what should I do?
Move
Move it over. When in doubt, move it over. So, this guy comes over here, explodes into 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I make groups of 2 now?
Yes.
So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, do I have anything left over?
No.
No. So I can go through and show how much I have in each place value. So it left me with 0 in the ones place, okay, then decimal. Then I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups of 2 in my tenths place, so there's an 8 there. This one moved over and made 10, and then I was able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 2 in my hundredths. So my answer is 85 hundredths, okay? Does everybody understand what we did in the place value chart?
Yeah.
Olivia, question? Not technically, no. So here, it wouldn't be a remainder. We just keep pushing through exactly what we were doing yesterday. So pretty much in the place value chart, nothing's really changed. The only thing is that we just keep moving. Like if there's 1 or 2 left over or whatever it is, we keep pushing them over until we can divide them all out evenly. So yeah, it wouldn't be a remainder, and you'll see that up here in just a second. Okay, ready?
And why there couldn't be a remainder? Because you don't have a full number.
Right,
You
good.
have a fraction of a number.
Yeah, that's beautifully said, Brady. So the reason we don't have remainders, and why I don't really like to say that there are remainders when we're dividing decimals, is because they're not, in order to have a remainder, it has to be, like Brady said, a whole number, right? But we're working with fractions of a number. These guys aren't even whole numbers yet, right? That's what's over here. But we can't have anything left over if it's just part of a number, right? So it's kind of interesting. But everybody good on the place value chart so far?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Drew, I need you to put those things away, okay? I like how Red Monkey Kings is all paying attention, crispy bacon, I love it. Okay, all right. So here's what it looks like in the standard algorithm. Okay, so now I'll show you how it connects. So, can 2 divide into 1 at all?
No.
No, right? So I was able to make 0 groups from my ones place. See how it matches the place value chart?
Yeah.
So 0 groups in my ones place. 2 times 0 gives me 0. Okay, 1 minus 0 is 1. Okay, bring down that 7. Okay, when we moved that 1 over, it exploded into 10 and added to the 7 that I already had in the 10th place. What is 10 plus 7?
17.
What's 10 plus 7?
17.
17. Good. 17. Good. So I had 17 in my 10th place when I started to divide. Okay. So 2 goes into 17. How many times? 8. Good. Don't forget my decimal. There we go. 8. So 2 times 8 gives me 16. Okay. So not quite 17, but that's as close as I can get without being too high, right? Without going over that number. So 17 minus 16 is 1. Do I have anything to bring down? No, right? So here's what we do. We create a little bit. Make a little magic, right? So we go whoop, boop, and we throw a 0 up there. Okay? Wow, it's magic, right? So then we can bring that 0 down. And then I'm going to pause, okay? This is how it connects to the place value chart, right? So that 1 that was left over, ding, 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 right? I'm actually going to back up a little bit. Let's see. Will it let me? Yeah. Okay? That 1 that was left over in the 10th place, we didn't have anything in the hundreds to start. Right? We didn't have anything in the hundreds to start. So that 1 that was left over moves over to the hundreds place and explodes into 10, right? So that's where that random 0, magic 0, comes from, even though it's not random, right? We know that it's real because we moved it over and it exploded into 10 when we're working with the different values, okay? So bottom line with standard algorithm, once we have nothing else to bring over, okay, we draw a 0, write a 0, and bring it down, and we keep going. We keep going until it stops, pretty much, okay? So now it's kind of where we get into like long division, right? So it's going to keep going basically until we run out of, until we're able to divide evenly, okay? So 2 goes into 10 at that point 5 times. So 2 times 5 gives me 10, okay? I got 0, so am I good?
Yes.
So basically once we finish out with a 0 and there's nothing else to bring down, we are good to go. So does my place value chart match my standard algorithm?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, Donna, yes.
Can we do another activity on this? Like we did like a worksheet and somebody else is doing the game, like we did the division.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Was there like
Henry?
There's another, I found another school.
Okay, could you put it on my desk for me? Lily?
So when I just do that, I always get it wrong.
Okay.
When I do both, I always get it right.
Okay, then maybe you have to do both, and that's okay. So, I mean, maybe a lot of times when people get the standard algorithm wrong, it's because they're math facts. Like, they don't have their multiplication facts, like, right on hand. So that also, if you struggle with standard algorithm by itself, okay, that may be your cue to, like, get your math facts going, because I think a lot of times the issue is we don't get close enough to the number, right? So if we're looking at, like, 2 going into 17, maybe you were thinking, oh, 2 times 6 is 12, right? And so then we would put a 6 up here, and we would be too far away from that actual number. So that might be a problem. I don't know if that's your situation or something like that. Yeah.
Mine is, I'm always one little digit at the end off.
Mm-hmm.
So one, like, in the decimals.
Mhm.
So, like, when I do it, I'll always leave one number off. And I don't get why I do that, because I know my math facts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, most of them, except for, like, 9s and 10s.
Yeah.
But, so when I do that, I'll always leave one digit off unless I have that to match it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll know I need to change one or the other if it's wrong.
So then maybe at that point it's like a subtraction thing too. It could be that. And there's no shame in that, right? I mess up my math facts all the time. Why do you think sometimes I ask you guys like, hey, what's 6 times 7, right? Because it's not like on the forefront of my brain. Okay? So we use each other to help each other out, right? And then if we need to have like a multiplication chart or something, we can work that out as well. Okay? Last thing, Donna, go. Fast.
I'm gonna drink of water.
Yep, go. All right. Go ahead and take out your notebook, and you're going to just put the standard algorithm in there. Okay. Okay, put it on my desk.
I have one square on my desk. One side. Are you color pencil today?
Nope.
Wait, there's no lesson?
No.
Okay. I also want you to write like a title that's gonna say standard algorithm. One sec, Luke. Standard algorithm with remainders. Okay? And because I am who I am, I want you to put remainders in quotes. Okay? Because it's not really remainders. It's like, there's nothing actually remaining. Okay? So you're going to put that title, you're going to put the date, the lesson number, and then that standard algorithm. Okay? Ready? Go. Now you can go. Quickly, I'm going to give you like 3 minutes.
Is it the 15th and we have lesson 15? It's gonna be like that.
I'm going to answer that.
Yes, it is.
Sure, yeah, go ahead and keep it out. Charlie, were you able to get it down? No? Okay. Okay. Oh, can't wait for it to be cold in here, you guys. It's so hot.
I wish it was winter, but then it would be too cold.
It never gets too cold in here. It's still hot even when it's snowing outside.
My house is freezing.
And Dante, I'm gonna have you write down what you can, and then when we're done, have you like finish up because I just kind of a lot. Okay? Yes, Luke.
Miss, when
Fast,
it's really
fast.
cold outside, I go downstairs and sleep on my floor because it's heated.
Great.
It's so nice. My house sucks because we always have the windows open or we have AC on, and I am on the side of the house where like the sun is never there. I think
Yeah.
it's everywhere. Can I teach you how to draw like 2 seconds? So in my house, I have the sun's like always there and it rises on my side. And at night, if I'm hot, I'll turn my fan on, but I can only turn it to 1 because when the sun rises, it gets so cold in my room. So in like the middle of the night, I'll wake up, freeze it, and I'll turn my fan off, and then I'll put my blanket over me, and then this weird gust of air just always comes in my room. And I'm just like, and also in my car, the reason I like my mom's car is because the Percy, and then I sit in the passenger seat, they're seated.
Nice. I love it. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving on from non-math related things. Okay. Any questions about this?
Nope.
Okay. In here, Donnie, we'll come back. We'll come back. Donnie, not cool. Okay. If I say we'll come back, we'll come back. Okay.
But he did 4
All right.
monkey and mommy is math.
Donnie, arguing with me like that? Not cool. All right. When I say to you, I promise we'll come back. We'll come back. All right? Good. Okay. All right. We are going to do this one kind of as a group. You're going to do it in your notebook as opposed to your whiteboard, okay? So if you need to go on like to a second page, you can do that. Up to you, okay? But my friends, go ahead and write this problem, okay? Write it like this, okay? Okay. 17 divided by 4. Are there any decimals in this problem?
No.
No. Okay. So interesting. We're gonna have to see how it goes. Okay. And we're gonna do the standard algorithm, and then if there's time, I'll show you the place value chart for it. Okay. We're gonna do it together as a class. So if you could, after you write it like that, can you write it in the standard algorithm for me, and we're gonna solve it together. Okay, so 17 divided by 4, and I'm actually going to do it on a separate screen, just so we have some room.
No. Here, Bray. Here, look, you can have one of mine. I have a really short pencil.
Are you able to write with it? Luke, are you able to write with it? Okay. All right. Cool, my friends. So, you ready to get started?
Yep.
Okay. Henry's ready. You guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Great. Can 4 go into 1?
No.
No. So we're going to put a 0. Okay? So 4 times 0 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Kind of back at where we started. Almost. Bring down that 7. Okay? Catch up with me? All right, we got a little crazy because we were talking about winter as opposed to math. So try and reel it back in. You guys were doing a really good job before that, okay? Let's try and move through this pretty fast, okay?
It's kind of like the same problem.
Emma, can it wait? Is that okay? Okay, I have another pencil back there. You can grab one of those, okay? All right, my friends, think about your math packs. How many times can I multiply 4 to get as close to 17 as possible? Think about it. Don't say it. How many times do I multiply 4 to get to 17 as close as I possibly can? Show me with your fingers. Go. Good. Everyone show me with your fingers. What do I multiply 4 by to get as close to 17 as I can without going over?
This many.
Good. I'm seeing this. Good. So 4. So 4 times 4 gives me what? Go. 16. Good. Subtract it out. 16 minus 17 is 1.
The magical placeholder.
Okay. My friends. Okay. All right, and some of you are getting ahead of me, okay? And you're saying we got to add a 0, which is true, we do. However, there's something we need to add before we do that. Does anybody know? Raise a hand. Raise a hand. Olivia, what is it? A decimal. Good job. So put a 0 after our whole number, which is 17, okay? Because now we're going into fractions of a number, right? Normally we would say our remainder is 1, right? But as Brady mentioned earlier, since we're working with fractions of a number, we're not going to have a remainder, okay? So add a decimal, which means you're going to add it up here as well, okay? This is the important bit, okay? So we add a decimal and a 0, okay? And we bring that 0 down, okay? Do I add a 0 up here? No, okay? Because 0 is not part of our answer. We're just continuing with our problem, okay? So we add our decimal, we add our 0, and we bring it down. Any questions on that?
Nope.
Lily.
It's kind of like a comic question.
Okay, go.
So basically when you say it's remainders, it's like add-ons.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I wrote like remainders and then I wrote add-ons.
Yeah, whatever helps you to remember, yes. Because there's not really anything remaining, it just kind of keeps going, right? All right, moving on. How many times does 4 go into 10? Go. 2 times. 4 times 2 gives me what?
8.
Sorry, what?
8.
8, thank you. All right, 10 minus 8 equals what?
2.
2. Okay. My friends, we're getting silly, okay? Gotta chill.
Oh no.
So, 10 minus 8 does give me 2, but, am I done?
No.
No, we can't just leave the 2 hanging, so what am I going to do?
Put a 0.
Put a 0, nice. Bring it all the way down.
Dang. It's gonna be a lot of zeros. Put a little boogie in it.
Okay.
Put a little boogie in it.
My friends, if we cannot stop, I will take time away from you at recess.
We'll cry.
Every shout out, every side comment, every silly noise is taking away from my time. So I will take away from your time. Okay? It's a give and take. So, all right, cool. Then, how many times does 4 go into 20? Think about it, don't say it. Show me with your fingers, go. How many times? How many times do we multiply 4 to get close to 20?
This many.
Good, I'm seeing 5. Okay, what's 4 times 5?
20.
20, so we get right there. So, I have to move up, so we have 20, okay? 4 times 5 gives me 20. I've subtracted out, gives me 0. So, since I have 0, do I need to keep going?
No.
Okay, so my answer to this question is 4 and 25/100, okay? Drew.
Could you put a 0 down?
You could, but it would just keep
Oh, yeah.
going, right? And that, we don't need to do that. Yes, Brady. Brady raised his hand. Okay, I called on him, and then you kept talking. Sorry, Brady, go ahead.
At the beginning, I did 4 divided by 17. Is that fine?
It's fine. Yep, it's fine. All right. There were some raised hands like earlier. Did I answer your questions, or did you have comments? Are we okay? Good. Okay.
We're good.
Cool. All right. Any questions about what we just did? All right. I'm gonna go back and show you the place value chart. Okay. So you can copy this if you want, or I'm just gonna kind of do it really fast. Up to you. Okay. So I have 1, 1, and 7. Or no, I don't. My bad. I'm used to decimals. All right. I have 1, 10, and 7 ones. My bad. Okay, does that look more correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm dividing by 4. Can I make groups of 4 with 1? No, I don't have enough. So Dunzo moves over. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So that leaves me with 0 in my tens place. Okay. Now in my ones place, do I have enough to make groups of 4?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle it. 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 And 1. Can I make another group of 4 with just that 1? No.
Move it over.
It's Dunzo. Moves over. Gives me 10 in my 10th place. Okay? Everyone all with me so far? Okay. So then from there, I continue to make groups of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle it. It'll let me. Maybe not. Sometimes this pen. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I have 1, 2 left over. Do I have enough to make a group of 4?
No.
No, Charlie, what do I do?
You have to take both of the 2s and put 20, 10.
Good. Both of the tenths and make 20 what?
You split it into 10 and you'll make
20
hundreds.
hundredths. Good. Good. So there's 1, there's 2. Both of those guys move over. Okay? And each of them makes 10. Luke, can you chill? All right. Cool. Any questions on what I just did?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Does everybody understand why I took those 2 guys and moved them over here?
Yeah.
Does everybody understand why they burst into 10 when I move them over?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, great. So then I keep making groups of 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nice. Do I have any left over? No. Okay. So I was able to make 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 4 here, decimal. I was able to make 1, 2 groups of 4 there. And I was able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups there. So 4 and 25 hundredths. Okay? Any questions? Okay. Let's see. I think you guys are pretty much good.
I'm ready.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So you just kind of keep adding the 0 as needed. Okay? Add the 0, bring it down. Add 0, bring it down. Do not forget on ones like this, okay? My friends, do not forget on ones like this where it's just a whole number, your decimal goes after the whole number, okay? Which you guys know that already. Whole numbers are what are before the decimal. Fractions of a number are what are behind the decimal, okay? All right, I think you guys are ready. So I will give you the problem set, and we'll go from there, okay?